Fernandez is playing with 3 personal fouls. Martinez has also 3. Norman Black just going in close.
You know, I think it's time that San Miguel starts going to Norman Black. In the first half, Norman scored a lot of his points on offensive rebounds, on individual effort. And now I think it's time for them to really concentrate on getting Norman the ball.
Yes, that will probably be the case because Norman Black scored only 18 points.
Abe King really proving to be the king of the boards, out jumping everybody, and we had it. He faked Miguel Bin, he faked Ravanes, and Norman Black didn't get the basket, but was able to draw the foul coming from Miguel Bin. Second foul on Jesse.
You know, if Toyota goes ahead and wins this series, I might consider Abe King to be the MVP of this series because of his outstanding defensive work against Norman Black. He sacrificed his offense just to play defense against Black.
Yes, I would add to that also his rebounding has helped a lot for Toyota.
Well, Coach Steve, many will agree with you. La Lota on a running left-hander. San Miguel now in a swing game on top by a point. 55-54, 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Juan Fernandez is crowded and gets hit in the arm by La Lota, who's been playing very tough and close defense. Second foul on La Lota. Incidentally, if you recall, Coach, Norman
Yes.
Black favors a certain position, and that's at the low post, moving a little bit closer, about 10 feet. Now, Steve Catan discussed this in the delayed telecast, and I think you will like it on the inside basketball because this is the dot sheet, the location sheet, and the importance of it. It's very informative and quite educational. I think it's a sheet that will be having its presence felt very soon in the conference.
Well, maybe in the case of Black, he has been properly instructed by the coach, Tommy Manotok, that the low post will always be his position because that's where he's most effective at.
Oh, he squeezed past Twadless and Abe King on that one. Norman Black, what a threat. Incidentally, game number 6, that's on Saturday, 7:30, San Miguel and Toyota back again in action live, and the delayed telecast at 9:30, Crispa and UTEX. San Miguel on top by a point, 57-56, 8 minutes and 33 seconds.
You know, I think with that, you know, one guard in the game of Danny Florencio, I think the Toyota offense is a little disorganized. You have guys like Abe King dribbling the basketball outside, and the players don't really know where to move. I think Campo has to bring in another guard or bring Francis back into the ball game very quickly.
Yes, they're depending mostly on one-man play, two-man play, you know, pass cut, and that's all there is. There's no specific pattern in the offense of Toyota as of now. Maybe that's because, again, the absence of Sonny Jaworski.
See, Florencio is a guard that has to play in the game with another guard. He's not really a point guard. He's more of an off guard.
Well, on that jump, it was already conceded. It's going to go to San Miguel. Norman Black really towering over Danny Florencio. Here comes Coons. Ravan is trying to check him. On the other side, it's Abe King. Martinez is there. Offensive foul called against Abe King when he was up in the air making a leg movement. The referee didn't like it. Gets his third foul.
Well, maybe the referee was...
Let's take a look at it.
There goes the right leg.
Well, I think that was just a precautionary measure by the referee.
That's why I would say the referee probably was a bit too strict. He did stick out his foot, maybe because his knee, because he saw the presence of Martinez. But it was just a momentum, I believe, when he did that.
And the reason that very quickly Toyota had in possession and a basket by Juan Fernandez is because on that quick inbound play, Martinez overshot the court and the goal. But Norman Black gets it right back. Score at the moment is 59. Miguel on top by a point. It has been a swing game all day.
You know, looking at the San Miguel bench, we have yet to see Rayo Bias in the ball game. And he's played such a good role for the San Miguel team. He sets up the ball club. He shoots from the outside.
Yes, that's true.
Foul called on Lalota for pushing. You cannot, you can hold the player at the back, but you cannot impede his movement as he backs off. You cannot just stick your hand out. Tommy Manotoc pulling out Martinez and dispatching back Saldana. Oh, he is a very good player. Body English coming from Juan Fernandez. It is counted. It was bouncing very gently. Juan Fernandez flexing his knees and at the same time with a prayer.
That one-on-one of Mon Fernandez, he has really mastered that attempt at the basket. That's what makes him the high point man for Toyota most times.
And he's so graceful in doing that.
And so far, the lead has changed hands 26 times. You know, this game could be like the last one. The team that scores last could win the ball game.
And the score has been tied 7 times at 40 all. That was the last time. Herrera's back in the game, putting out Abi King. Herrera's first foul. Now, you know, Herrera, if you recall, has been playing heads-up basketball during this playoff series. He could be a key player. He could be very significant for Toyota as it goes down the wire.
Yes, I believe he was one of the heroes in one game. Herrera, he scored points, he goes for the rebound, and he's a good defensive man.
The view of Tuadles was impeded by Lalota. That's why he couldn't rifle the pass very quickly to Florencio, who was underneath. At the same time, Rabanes was also trying to harass him. We have a 2-man substitution being applied by Tommy Manotoc. In is Alex Tan together with Manny Paner. Out, we have Rabanes and Lalota. Inside cut, inside drive, Mon Fernandez.
There he goes again with his drive-in, you know, his penetration. Whenever Mon has that ball, I notice that his teammates gives way for him already. They leave the lane open so that he can drive.
Well, so far, Mon has 28 points.
He's matching the output of Black, isn't it?
Well, Norman Black so far has made 26 points. Yes, they're neck and neck.
Yes, 28 to 26.
Toyota's on top by a basket. 5 minutes and 50 seconds, third quarter. Here comes Tan. And pass was a little bit to the head of Saldana. We have a timeout. What a big crowd we're having tonight. More than 20,000 fans in the Coliseum. 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Here's the production of Mon Fernandez. 28 points, 9 rebounds. Lalota acknowledging that foul. That is the 5th personal foul of Lalota, bringing 14 fouls against San Miguel and 3 against Toyota. Traveling called against Mon Fernandez. He was strapped, but he still went for the basket. Took many steps.
Yes, it took so many steps because of the defense put up by San Miguel. He saw that there were 3 men in front of him, that he took another extra step.
And Lalota towering over Herrera and Mon Fernandez, who was trying to help by blocking him.
Well, keep your eyes on Rudy Lalota because he's playing very hard basketball. He didn't like a couple of calls that the officials made.
Florencio, good line, making it from 16 feet. Tough angle on the right side. You know, Florencio could have his presence felt here because he started out the third quarter. He makes things happen for Toyota, and again, they're in the thick of the fight. Could be the presence of Danny Florencio. He's done it before. Here's the fast break. Danny's over there, going up short. Loose ball, picked up by Tuadles. Manny Paner chasing him. It's 65 for Toyota, 63 for San Miguel. And Herrera using the board. A little bit too strong. It was in and out. It's Tan getting his 2nd personal foul. You know, Tan at the past was very steady, had a lot of confidence. Somehow, he doesn't seem the same tonight, Steve.
Yes, I agree with you. Let's take a look at the matchups between the 2 important players. And you see that not only is Norman Black being outshadowed by Fernandez on points, but Fernandez is holding his own on the rebounds. Norman Black, you know, only 9 rebounds so far.
Twadless, guilty now is third personal foul and 14 fouls against Toyota. While San Miguel Beer is in team foul trouble, they're over the limit, 4 minutes and 14 seconds in the third quarter of play.
You know, going back to Alex Tan, I think one of the problems for him is that it's been a very physical series, as exemplified by that play. And Alex Tan cannot really play such a physical ball game. And, you know, guys like Twadless are on him, guys that are taller than he is, faster than he is, and bigger than he is.
Second personal foul called against Herrera, who held his ground, but it seems that he did not hold an established position long enough, and the crowd doesn't like the call.
Didn't like that call, yes. They're throwing coins and all.
Well, Coach, you've had a lot of pressure games. You've been in championship games many times. You've had crowds really reacting, getting emotionally involved. Have you ever been hit on the head?
No, never yet.
A coin falling on the beautiful crowd?
No, luckily.
You have survived, but I do recall when you lost to Ico during your time at Ismael, you shaved your head.
Yes, that was on account because we lost the championship.
Amazing, and many people still remember that. What a unique punishment. And Tan now getting his third personal foul of Mon Fernandez. San Miguel Beer down by a basket. Toyota on top 65-63. 3 minutes and 49 seconds.
Well, looking over to the San Miguel bench, we see that Lobo is going to be coming into the game, which, you know, they really need him in the ball game. In the first half, he was popping from the outside. He was cutting the lanes. They need his point production now because, as we said earlier in the telecast, San Miguel has that sputtering or erratic offense.
And besides that, he had to come in place of La Lota, who's nursing 5 fouls, I believe. Because La Lota was playing a good game too, offensive wise. But I think he was substituted on, because if only to reserve him for the last quarter.
Well, here's Mon Fernandez looking for his 30th point. On the playoff series, has been averaging 21 points, but tonight he's over that and he's doing a lot of damage against the San Miguel Beer. Okay, the wet spots, the coins being picked up, it's being cleared, and Peanuts also on the floor. Okay, score now is 67-63. 30th point registered by Mon Fernandez. Time left 3 minutes and 43. Third quarter. Bounce to Manny Paner. Kunz is on him. Looking for a cutter. He finds Norman Black. Herrera is on him. Makes a turn. Mon Fernandez pulling that rebound. Getting already as many as 12 rebounds. Twadless saves it for Toyota. Tan trying to harass him. That's Super Corollas not moving right now. It's almost in a one-on-one. Here comes Manny Paner. Norman Black barrels in.
You know, every time it seems like Toyota's ready to pull away, San Miguel comes away with a basket and gets them right back into the ball game. When you look at the basketball game, if you didn't look at the score, you'd think Toyota was way ahead, but it's still a very close ball game.
There was Herrera, there was Kunz, and Norman Black jumping for that rebound. It's a foul called on Black. That is the second foul, and we have a timeout. Danny Florencio getting a nice round of applause as he was relieved by Francis Anais. We have the Big J in uniform in the court, in the bench, but may not see action because of leg injury. Score at the moment is 67-65, 68 for Toyota. They're on top by 3 points with 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Coach, you've been in this situation many times, but a very close contest like this, and you can't pull away. You're not really falling behind. You're leading. It's a swing game. What are the instructions that go with it? What do you keep your eye on? Is it on the defense of the opponent? If your import is being crowded, what instructions should possibly
I would
come
say it's more on the defense of the opponent that has to be counteracted by your offense. There are so many other factors like the matching of men in the defense. You can see, for instance, like now, it's a perfect matchup between Arnaiz and Saldana. And the one taking Black actually was earlier, it was King, but now I suppose it's going to be Herrera.
That's right, Coach. Now, you also pointed out that Mon Fernandez having 3 fouls, and he has had this during the first half. Would you have pulled him out because, you know, he's still in the game and he has nursed it?
Well, not. I think it was the right thing to leave him there because he was doing very well. I would gamble on him still for a 4th foul before I take him out. But actually, he signaled to Ocampo at that time not to take him out because he was gonna take care of his fouls. And I can see that he did precisely that, and that's what makes him a professional player for me.
And Mon Fernandez just created the turnover, really broke up the play, and rifled it to Arnaiz, but before the Roadrunner could take off, Lobo hacks him on the arm, getting his 2nd personal foul. Here's Arnaiz looking for his 8th and 9th point. The all-important free throws. The make-or-break situations on tight contest. 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And look at Herrera really battling for that rebound. And Lobo against clips Arnaiz. He's okay.
You know, Norman Black was screaming to the referees on that one. He's over my back. He's over my back. Norman tried to get the rebound on the missed foul shot, but Toyota was so tenacious they were able to get the ball. Herrera over to Arnaiz for 2 foul shots.
Well, from the foul line, Arnaiz got 3 points. He had 4 attempts, missed 1, and San Miguel is in team foul trouble. They're over the limit versus 5 team fouls against Toyota.
Well, this is the biggest lead enjoyed by Toyota so far, 6 points.
Here comes Tuadles. Lobo meeting him right there in the quarter court. 1 minute and 35 seconds. 73-67.
See, Arnaiz taking the part of the court general. He's the one instructing the players as to how to position themselves.
Lobo goes to Dasalia. Quickly now to Saldana.
You know, Coach, I've noticed that they haven't been really trying to force the ball into Norman Black. The locals might be trying to do it too much on their own.
But if you'll notice, he's really tightly guarded. Before they could try to pass the ball to him, they can see there's no open lane for a pass to him.
Yes, but even in that case, Coach, in the past, we've seen San Miguel, one way or another, force the ball into Norman Black. Maybe throwing it over the opponent's head or doing something, maybe creating a pick.
Yes.
But they're not doing that.
I was about to mention that they should create a pick for Black. They're not doing that. They're just weaving outside and leaving Black in the low post area.
Yes.
Since that is not working, they should screen him so that he can get away from his man.
Yes, and another thing, Norman Black usually plays the guard position. He starts off as a guard, moves to the forward position, and then goes down to the low post. But tonight he's been setting up there automatically. And I think that's given Toyota a chance to double team him since he has remained in a stationary position.
Well, what makes this game very difficult, especially if you're watching from the Coliseum, because of the crowd involvement and the emotions being pent up on calls that they do not agree, the audience, especially those on the ringside, tend to pull back their necks. And that's very painful, especially when you do it one quarter after another. And the score now is 73 for Toyota, 70 for San Miguel Beer. 42 seconds left in this 3rd quarter of play. Kunz trying to go 1-on-1 against Manipaner. He goes up, making 17th point registered here by Kunz.
Well, that was poor team defense by San Miguel because Donnie Ray took so much time making his move. A San Miguel player should have been around there trying to help out.
And Herrera fouls in the back. Norman Black, 4 personal foul against Herrera. And Toyota now also in team foul trouble together with San Miguel. Tommy Marotok points to the clock, reminds his players that there are only 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They're down by 5 points, but they're in possession. They can score in this offensive play. Marty Saldana making sure. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Black being double teamed, can't find the opening. He may squeeze in, going to Saldana, who fires from 17 feet, getting it with a second to spare. Oh, good hands coming from Saldana, bringing the score 75-72. We'll be right back.
Let's take a look at Donnie Ray Kuntz trying to initiate the fast break here. A little Glenn Hagen action here, and he's called for palming the basketball.
And because of that infraction, the crowd didn't agree, and we had a temporary lull because of the reaction. Court is clean now. Lobo in possession, back to Saldana. They're behind by 3 points. 75 for Toyota, 72 for San Miguel Beer. Here's the road runner. Back off to Kuntz. Inside. Check. A foul called against Paner, who acknowledges it. He has 2 personal fouls on him already.
You know, so far, Coach, Norman Black has 33 points. But first, let's take a look at the scoring by period. You can see that Toyota outscored San Miguel by 6 points in that third quarter. And before that, San Miguel was ahead 3 points in the second quarter. You know, going back to Norman Black, Norman has 33 points so far.
That means he scored about 15 points in the third quarter.
Yes, that 33 points is way under his average. What do you feel about his fourth quarter performance based on history?
Well, maybe that's where he's best at in the last quarter, no? But that remains to be seen, because King is back again, assigned to him, King of Toyota. Whereas in the third quarter, it wasn't King taking him. But that's why we'll find out now in this fourth quarter.
Well, the Salia just cut down the lead of Toyota to 3, 77-74. We have 11 minutes to go in this fourth and last quarter. Turnaround by Mon Fernandez. Oh, Mari Paner responding very well to San Miguel Beer. Here is Lobo making a dash for the basket. Gets crowded. Tuadles guilty now of his 4th foul.
Okay, that could be a very costly foul. 4 fouls on Arnie.
Here's Mon Fernandez. Very quickly to the road runner. Look, a nice zigzag and illegal block called against Lobo. 4th foul on Lobo. In the personal foul situation, we have Norman Black with 2, Saldana 2, together with Paner. 4 on Lobo and 3 against the Salia. For Toyota, it's Tuadles at 4. 3 each from Fernandez and King. None on Arnaiz and 1 on Kuntz.
Surprising that Arnaiz missed his free throw, because he has been making his free throw attempts.
This is the all-important free throws. Arnaiz on his 11th point, not making it. Saldana sees the opening. Kuntz towering on that rebound. Black and Paner were on him. And Norman Black gets tagged for the 3rd personal foul.
Well, it's amazing how still San Miguel does not go to Norman Black. They're not concentrating their plays around him. They're not even making attempts to get him the basketball. At least they can use him as a decoy.
Mon Fernandez trying to taunt Norman Black there. Gets nothing but air. And no foul from Norman Black. Here's Norman. In and out. Safety tap going to Tuadles.
Black is trying to do everything by himself so far. He brings up the ball, he takes up the attempt. That's because he's not being fed properly by his teammates.
Well, it might be a little bit of frustration, Tito, you know?
Yes, yes.
Oh, what a tight umbrella-like defense applied to Nabi King. The Salia was there, Norman Black was there. And no basket. Lobo timing his shot. Still being contested. Kuntz wins out. Arnaiz from the outside, almost had it. Tuadles jumping, losing it. Scramble for the ball, and the road runner keeps it. Looks for the opening, fake drive. Kuntz blocked away by Norman. Salia, though, coming into contact, his 4th foul.
Let's take a look at that play. It's a nice block by Norman Black, but Dasalia did get him on the arm. Very observant call by the referee. You know, looking at the foul throws on the free throws, Toyota has gone to the line 24 times. They've made 21 of those 24 attempts. On the other hand, San Miguel, they only missed one foul shot, but they only took 7, 6 for 7. Big story on the free throws. San Miguel being outscored by Toyota by 15 points from the free throw line.
Well, in the foul story, in all quarters so far, San Miguel Beer has gone over the limit, while Toyota was only tagged on the third quarter. So the aggressive defense, the tightness being applied is very evident. Tuadles trying to get that basket. Here comes Saldana,
slowing up the game.
And he's trying to get back the tempo, waiting for Black to get into low post, get into better footing and better position.
If you will observe now, look at the way King is boxing out Black.
Black missing and making, and we have Tuadles being thrown out by referee Manuel for unnecessary movements when Norman Black already went up and got the basket. We will check if we can have this on the replay. In the vernacular, this is what you would call Coach Sahod.
Yes. I hope. There we are.
He goes up. He gets the rebound. Watch number 11. Goes up and moves closer to Norman Black. Gets him in the legs. And referee Manuel sees it.
So I would say it was a good call by the referee that he got the yellow card, you might say, and was thrown out of the game.
And filling up the vacancies, Florencio, Norman Black hitting from the inside, retaliating from that hit by Abe King.
Well, I think that play can be a very big turning point in the game.
Yes.
First of all, you lose Arnie Tuadles' services. Number 2, Norman Black had a 3-point play on that one. And San Miguel is only down by 2 points.
7 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this fourth and last quarter. Mon Fernandez too strong. Florencio way off on that follow-up shot.
Well, we're seeing now Florencio and Onayes in the game at the same time.
I was about to mention that because it was Florencio who substituted for Tuadles.
Tasalia keeping an eye on Norman Black, who's being boxed out. Mon Fernandez pulling it down. Here comes Abe King, but Tasalia's right there trying to head him off. Looking for an opening. Crowded out to Florencio.
Well,
7 minutes and 15 seconds.
Excuse me. I think Florencio is a good person to have in the game because of his experience. And that's what you need now with only 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
He might have the experience, but it's a mismatch right now in the defense. He's up against Lobo.
An overreaching foul called against Florencio. That's the second personal foul on him, and 3 team fouls called against Toyota and 4 on San Miguel Beer. Here's Norman Black. Faking off Abe King, using the board, got it.
Well, Black has 40 points now. He's starting to fire up. He has 7 points already in the fourth quarter.
He'll definitely make his average and even more, I would say. He could easily score over 50 points tonight.
This is our 9th deadlock at 81 all. The last one was at 63 all. And Paner guilty of that foul. That's his 3rd, bringing the team fouls of San Miguel to 5. 6 minutes and 32 seconds left in this ball game. Mon Fernandez has it. He's having a fine evening, but Norman Black is now on him. Stays glued to Mon Fernandez. There's a cut by Abe King, getting it safely.
Very good pass by Mon Fernandez, and the timely cut in of Abe King.
Tasalia playing on the outside. Mon Fernandez sagging back, ready to assist Abe King. Norman Black. Here's Marty Saldana. Inside now, low post, back again to Saldana. Abe King losing it and falls to Manny Paner. Oh, great opportunity.
That's what you call the breaks of the game.
Exactly.
10th deadlock at 83 all. 5 minutes and 44 seconds. Is Mon Fernandez. Again, Norman Black with Lobo trying to double team him. Danny Florencio tracking, losing his bearing there, and traveling called on him.
You know, I definitely feel that since Tawadlis has been ejected from the basketball game, there's been a switch in the tempo here, as San Miguel now has a chance to take the lead, something they have not enjoyed for a long time.
Well, they lost a power forward there, and the scoring sock will have to be relied upon on Coons and Mon Fernandez, and Norman Black hitting from 17 feet.
I'm just curious why Terry Saldana could have substituted for Tawadlis because of his height. Maybe he's also nursing an injury.
That's a very good point, Tito, because Terry Saldana comes into the game. He doesn't take away points from anybody. He creates his own excitement. He gets his own rebounds and his own points.
Yes. San Miguel Beer on top by a basket, 85-83. Time left, 4 minutes and 52 seconds. Saldana looking for Black. Coons trying to assist Abe King. There's a free man. It's Desalia on the left side. This air ball. Abe King pulling it down. And foul. Called on Manny Paner. That's his 4th foul. We have a timeout. Tawadlis will not see action anymore for Toyota. He was thrown out of the game for a deliberate foul. We have 4 minutes and 31 seconds with San Miguel on top by a basket, 85-83. Fernandez being crowded. He gets away, blocked away by Norman, but the Roadrunner saves it. A nice going for a rainbow. That was a very delayed shot clock buzzer.
Yes, Pingoy. I don't feel the shot clock should have gone off in that situation because the shot was taken already and the ball had already left the hands of Francis Sarnaz. In fact, the ball hit the rim.
That's right. It shouldn't have been the case, no?
And Ed Ocampo is arguing that because he felt that his team had a chance for that rebound.
And every time we have a very controversial call, just like the song goes, pennies from heaven, we have pesos coming from the gallery, and the assistants here trying to grab the pesos as they roll on the court. Here's Abe King, the king of the boards, pulling it down. They're down by 2 points.
And a very low-scoring ball game. And Toyota usually comes out ahead in the low-scoring ball games against San Miguel. Let's see if that's the case tonight.
Coons seeing the board, firing from 15 feet, left side, creating the 11th tie at 85 all.
Yes, judging from the score and the number of times that it has been tied, you can see it's a very evenly contested match.
Well, keep an eye on Abe King and Norman Black. There's been a lot of pushing and tight guarding over there. There's a cut by Desalia, getting away, and Coons goes over and tumbles.
You see, that's very smart move by Desalia. He does not possess a good outside shot. His man is leaving him to double team. He should cut to where he can shoot the ball 10 out of 10 times.
And cut under the basket, because a while back he cut outside.
Loose ball picked up by Arnaiz, going for the basket very quickly. Loose ball picked up by Mon Fernandez. He may go for it. Too strong. A tip in by Coons. Out for safely to Saldana. It's 2 against 1. It's only Arnaiz defending, and Lobo buys it. Oh, good running game.
What a fantastic shot by Lobo. Francis Arnaiz was the only one back for Toyota.
For a while, I thought Francis Arnaiz, with his experience, was going to intentionally foul him, you know.
And there is a foul on Desalia, that rebound play. King is on the floor, but he's okay. Desalia getting his 5th personal foul. Timeout left. 2 each for both teams. Coach, you've been there many times before. You're trailing. If you were the coach of Toyota, Ed Ocampo, they ask for a timeout. What would be the instructions when you're trailing at this point?
Well, a while ago, it was obvious that Toyota, maybe because at this stage they're rattled, wasn't moving at all, and so Francis Arnaiz was forced to take those outside and hurried attempts. So I would be telling them to take their time and use the pattern and not to be in a hurry. Another one is to keep on driving at the basket, because San Miguel is already in foul situation.
And from the outside, it's Saldana. What a big, long basket. That's so right, Coach. Toyota has not been moving during the past 2 minutes, and a quick reply on a rainbow coming from Fernandez and a three-point shot.
That's what you call a clutch shot.
Very, very clutch, and Fernandez very intelligently figured, why not take the shot? I'm not being covered anyway.
Time left is 1 minute and 30 seconds. San Miguel is on top by 3. They want this game number 5. What a big psychological advantage should they come in on Saturday on game number 6, leading 3-2. Norman Black quickly makes the basket, beating the shot clock. As a matter of fact, Dasalia reminded him, you only have a second and a half to go. Black just went for the basket, got it. Mon Fernandez again for the rainbow in the deep corner. Black pulls it down.
This could be the end of the ball game for Toyota.
And Manny Paner under the basket. Nobody was there defending. And this only with 44 points. And they said if you can contain him at 40 to 45, maybe you have the game for Toyota. But the big story here are the locals of San Miguel Beer. You have 12 points coming from Lobo, 8 points Paner, 11 Marty Saldana, and 4 points from Dasalia. But these are the key big baskets. They've been hitting, they've been running, and they did not get rattled. Now 4 personal fouls called against Norman Black, and since San Miguel Beer's in team foul trouble, Mon Fernandez, who's having a great night, goes into the line. We have a timeout.
Time away, no? In case San Miguel will have a pressing defense.
Yes, that's true, because right now you only have one real ball carrier in the game for San Miguel.
Yes,
but I'm
Saldana.
sure that you'll see Norman Black handling the basketball, because he is such a good foul shooter.
There was the miss on purpose.
Well, Coach Tommy Manotoc also read that plan, so he had Norman Black go for the rebound and defend. And Norman got the rebound. They're trying to run the time down. It's 41 seconds to go. San Miguel is over the limit. They're in team foul trouble. We have 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lobo on the left side, and rebound. The road runner is a loose ball. Paner saving it, going to Saldana. Oh, good play. That's the experience of Paner. Very quick, and Coons trying to tag from behind.
This is where Martinez should come in. Ah, there!
True enough, Coach. Here he comes.
Beautiful.
And Norman Black being relieved by Tommy Manotoc. Gets a big hand from the fans of San Miguel Beer. So Norman Black leaves the game with 44 points and a total of 16 rebounds. 15 seconds to go. This is a 1 game for San Miguel Beer. Right now they're leading by 8 points. Blocked by Coons. 5 seconds. Here comes the road runner, Francis Arnaiz. Well, he was able to execute the shot. Could have been in. The coins continue to be thrown in the court. So game number 5 won by San Miguel Beer.